Hey everyone, and welcome back to episode 893 of Fallout 4. The last episode, we had to go all the way over to Echo Lake Lumber, carrying our loot haul, our 2,400 plus pound loot haul. Probably like 2,600 if you count the garbage that was on Longfellow. Dropped it off at Echo Lake Lumber, got my situation taken care of, eat, sleep, drink, you know, all that jazz. And oh, we got 5 people here. We had 2 people here last time. Got 5 people already. So we made our way back home, started the next batch of gridding. It was this lane right here. It's actually marked over on this side of the map, but stopped, then went up to the National Park Visitor Center, which is Uncle Ken's cabin or whatever. And we're gonna just improve this place a little bit, I think, before we leave. I think that's our plan. But that's where we are. We did get a comic book that lets me make recipes, lets me make things out of sludge and condensed fog. It's kind of weird, but that's where we are. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the Fallout videos. I do certainly appreciate those who take the time to like the videos, and I thank you dudes for the support. I guess now we kind of need to figure out, can I get rid of Uncle Ken's cabin, like in its entirety? Why? Because let's be honest, it's kind of butts. It's kind of poopy. I might be able to scrap it and then do similar to what I did at Echo Lake Lumber and put down my own little setup. And like I mentioned this last episode, but this settlement is freaking huge. I cannot from here see, like, I guess like very faintly, you can kind of see the end. You were hard pressed to see the end of this settlement when you're in the one end of it looking over to the other. It's so big. That's what she said, but it's so big. If you ever really wanted a settlement, I think, to commit to and make a really big, like whatever it is you're going for here in Far Harbor, this is one of them. Like, this is a really great settlement to work with. Longfellow's cabin also has a lot of land, like, to be fair, but this place is just girthy. It's pretty damn sweet. But I'm gonna go through, get rid of the hedges and the fences, because I'm definitely gonna replace those with something a little more aesthetically pleasing. And then I guess I'm gonna save and see with scrap everything, with probably extra object selection enabled, if I am able to remove the entirety of this old house. Because that old house is actually butts. It's kind of gross. Picnic table, junk fence. Yes, this fence has seen better days, and with any luck, we'll give it a good old concrete fence. And good luck knocking that over there, trappers. It's a little more tough than a crappy wooden fence. I'm gonna save. Oh, hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. Now, I guess I'll start top to bottom. I think that makes the most amount of sense. I'm gonna scrap without insert turned on, the extra object selection. And if I start having problems, we'll turn that on. Hopefully, we can get rid of it all. The biggest concern is always, sometimes there's like a piece or two you can't get rid of. And if you can't get rid of them, and then like it floats and it looks really dumb. Now, these are floating and they look really dumb. But I had to get them off the roof because I didn't want to scrap them. So, I mean, look at this. The roof, for example, at least from where I am, my perspective, I can't get rid of this. Can I? Aha! I'm already running into the problem. Extra object selections enabling me to delete these roof panels. I'm hoping none of these end up floating. If they end up floating, what it's going to mean, I pretty much need to keep this building alive. As garbage as it looks, that's not what I want to do, but I pretty much have to just do that for aesthetics. Otherwise, floating objects, yeah, I think I'd rather have like a really rundown looking garbage house than a house that had floaty bits on it. I don't know. The floaty bits are a little off-putting, but that was relatively painless. That was the whole upper floor. I mean, this little like balcony, if you will, was kind of cool. Gotta be honest, that was pretty nifty. Just gotta be careful. I have extra object selection enabled, and I could very well scrap an NPC if they walked in front of me. I could also scrap other key ingredients, and you gotta be very mindful. I'd prefer to not have extra object selection on where I can avoid it, because like I can scrap this dude. I can probably just scrap him. Probably. I don't know. I'm saying move, but I've scrapped NPCs before. So, I just want to be mindful, okay? Okay, now that that's been established, let's not accidentally our NPCs. Please, don't walk in front of me. while I'm scrapping. Employees only? Ha! No sign anymore. I guess that means it's open to the public. Ah! Scrap the studs. You can't scrap me. Haha. Dad jokes. Okay, I was gonna say that deco corner wasn't looking like it let me get rid of it, but the other one did. And I had good luck over deco like lumber. I can't really complain with the results there. I don't think there were any unique terminals here in this location, so that's something I gotta pay attention for. Maybe I scrap a unique one. Lobster floats. Those are apparently called lobster floats. Okay, the more you know. That explains it. Those are legitimately everywhere. This guy's just looking like, what the fuck are you doing to this place? The entire roof is gone. Where is it going? Are you putting it in your pants, like your pocket? How are you holding this? Just the entire building is disappearing before his very eyes. Just the hell? Scrap. It doesn't even have a name. It's like floating debris. Just imagine visualizing that one day. You're just looking at a house and suddenly pieces of it start disappearing. That guy's well within his rights to be standing there just like dumbfounded. He's got no freaking clue. So there's another piece over here I'd like to get rid of. Yeah, we're gonna work top down, because if like one of these pieces all of a sudden is not scrappable, I can then kind of keep the floor. Like I can keep that floor, and I can patch the holes in the wall using place anywhere, but to keep some of the building and to minimize floaties. This is a bed that I believe I put down. I think I gave myself like a fancy bed for shits and giggles in the past. No more plywood. Nice job patching the floor there, whoever decided to do that one. That's a mattress. That's a bed. It's counting towards the settlement total. I want to scrap that and piss anybody off. Hey, dude, can you like go over here? Why'd you pull your gun out? Like all I did was tell you to go over there. He's like, oh my god, moving in. Roger, roger. I got the mission orders. I'm moving in. Going in for the kill. It's like, dude, I told you to just go stand over there in the dirt. Like, chill the fuck out. He's so tactical. Alright, look at him. I think we're in the clear, dudes. Oh, hold on. From below? Oh, I jinxed it. Look, we got a floaty tidbits. No, the spotlight things. Floaty tidbits. I could probably build that into a wall and hide it. Damn it, yes! Track lighting. That one worked. Maybe it's a camera angle thing. Of all the things, it's the floaty lights. Damn it. I don't see an angle from looking above. Now, it's not to say that when I scrap all of this stuff, that I don't suddenly have an angle on it, because the game might just be looking at some things that I'm normally able to scrap opposed to those. That happens. Damn. Oh, damn, I was going so well. And I had to mention it. Fucking spotlights, man. Who puts plates over a doorway? That's asking for a concussion. Knock that off. Bad house designer. Should smack that person right upside the head. I guess we're just gonna scrap from the ground floor, not really worry about it at this point, because we're already committed, and the only issue so far has been floaty lights, and I think that is manageable. Weapons workbench. Do I have somebody selected? Wait a minute. Did I have that guy still selected? Could that maybe have had an impact? Nope, because everything else is scrappable. I think it's just those lights. I tried to pick this thing up and move it, but it was like giving somebody a command. I was like, wait a minute, when did I do that? Anyway, goodbye floor, goodbye walls, goodbye. You guys have no more home. Nope, it's gone. I hope you like your new settlement. To the 3 new people who just moved in, this is what you get. Oh my god, are these all individual planks? Oh dear, I didn't want to do that. Get out of here. I was just pressing R and E. Damn it. They're all individual planks. Damn, it's not all one like gigantic piece. Well, that sucks. But yeah, again, it's cool to see how they built this. They put down individual planks to create the design. Sorry, banner. Sorry, we'll put down a big old American flag in your place, my dude. We'll make good on you. Deco corner, deco window. They're all like deco. Like that's like their naming convention for everything. Deco this, deco that. Oh hecko, it's the snecko. Just all the echoes. Sign. I don't even know what that sign said. I didn't even have a chance to read it. Goodbye display cases. Like, who put all this trash right here on the staircase? Look how much cleaner this house looks now that I got rid of it. This house could have been so nice, but somebody just pooped all over the floor. Jesus, Uncle Ken, look at this floor. It's like really nice, all things considered. Shit. Yeah, dude, everyone's just like walking into this house. Guys, get out of the work area. This is a construction zone. That's right. You don't get to sit in a chair, settler. I was kind of hoping something terrible would happen. I'd scrap the chair and he'd just like disappear. That's kind of mean. We're going to have to replace the ground floor, as always. I will not be able to snap to it, or at least I highly doubt I'll be able to snap to it. I don't think I'm even willing to take that chance. I've built enough settlements to know that scrapping what they give you generally means you gotta get rid of it. Look at that. Look at the visuals. I can see through it, and now I can't. I can see through it, and now I can't. Yep, you're out of here. So these are the highest points. This is it. That's the whole floor. There's just the floaty tidbits. There's just those floaty lights. The staircase is individual pieces. That's weird. I figured they'd have like a prefab for that. Just a random snub nose sitting on the ground. Sure. You are a non-functional terminal? I don't believe I found any functional terminals here. Scrap the Boston Google. Just don't tell Piper. Guys, do me solid. Don't tell Piper. She might get pissy. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh, wait. No. It looked like it, but I think it's because I was looking at the floor. I thought we were getting lucky. No luck for me. Come on, get rid of the shelf. Get rid of the hey, jeez, I just want to get rid of the shelving unit, but it wants to scrap all the garbage first. There, it just takes all the garbage with it. No, get the shelf. There's no General Clutter. Sergeant Major General Clutter, get your shit out of here. All right, we done? There you go. So it's just the floor and the corners. Hell yeah. This settlement opened up so much. Let's bring Uncle Ken back home. Let's show him his new place. He totally won't have an aneurysm. Oh my god. We've had this house for generations. Look what you whippersnappers are doing. He'd be pretty pissed. Granted, he also has a really weird voice, but I believe that was the episode that like the audio just did not record for whatever reason because DX Story apparently hates me. Actually, I think it's mostly Windows 10 Pro. There's this issue. I don't know what the hell it is. Every time Windows 10 updates, every fucking time, it resets. It's only when it updates. It resets the default mixer, like the default playback device and the default recording device on the computer. So if I don't pay attention to it, and I open up like recording software and then I go to record, it might record like one thing, but it might not record another, because often, because it reset those sound configuration options, the recorder is like, I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to use. So it like forgets my previous settings, my prior settings. I've never had that with any other iterations of Windows. Windows updates go through, alright, it's all good. Never fucks with my mixer. Doesn't even matter if the update's relevant to Windows 10, or not Windows 10, but like audio. It's just anytime it's a Windows 10 update, it just does that. It's so stupid. So stupid. Pisses me off. Ay. But that wouldn't piss the majority of human beings out there off in the world, because they're not recording video and audio and things like that, and it doesn't really matter, you know? It only pisses me off because I have to specifically use all that. Now, this retaining wall, probably be getting rid of, yeah. But I'm going to leave this piece here for the moment. Here's the house, or rather, the lack thereof of a house. And it's a nice flat plot to work with on an otherwise kind of hilly area. Not like overly, but there's definitely some hills here. So I think we're going to just build the settlement here. Now that's going to probably be in the ceiling, and I don't really think there's going to be a way I can hide that, unless somehow I built the house literally like around it, you know? Like a wall here, and that was in the middle and you never saw it. You could do something like that. You have like a pillar in the middle of your base sort of deal. I think I've had settlements similar to that. You know what? I'm going to get rid of this farm plot. I'm going to move it for the moment, but let me get rid of it. Now, before I get too caught up in this, let's just slap down some food for these people. This is not going to be finalized food, but 2 food does not sustain 5 people. And they're going to get cranky. They're going to get cranky. There. You guys got mute fruit now. You can also just have, you know what, just have some garbage water, just to keep you from belly aching. That'll be enough to sustain you guys. Hey, you don't have a job? Hey, Longfellow. I got you now, SpongeBob.
Now you got my attention.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I have the option to scrap Longfellow. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey, buddy. You look at me when I'm talking to you. You look at... No, get away from me, Longfellow. I'm going to turn extra object selection off so I don't accidentally a person. You go to the crops. You go to crops.
Okay.
Okay. You, I don't know if there's any crops left, but...
That's what you want.
That's what I want. Alright. Good. Now, Longfellow, get the hell out of here. I probably also need to move this. But here's where we're gonna, like, start, I think. We're gonna figure something out. So, as usual, I do like warehouse floors the most. I don't know, I just think they're the most aesthetically pleasing. And it mixes up the whole everything's wood in your base thing pretty nicely. This, I hope it doesn't really require more than one tile, but it's looking like it will. Let's switch back to wood first. Put down the walls, and I'll probably pick up the entire structure at once to figure out how I'm gonna go about this. So let's see, like how well does this box the stuff in? Because we're gonna build our settlement, I think, from this point. What are we looking at? Definitely not gonna be covered by a single piece. Because I mean, there's gonna be like a floor that goes over this to check upper floor. Well, hold on. Let's actually test out. I was gonna say you might not see much of this. So shack upper floor. Come here. Come here. Now go up. There you go. Ah, you'd see it, but it's not to say I couldn't put a bed over that on the floor above, because we don't need necessarily that to be dead space. However, you know, if you make another floor, you could leave that as dead space. That's not gonna hurt anything. I guess that's just gonna have to be the way it is. We'll have a little bit of an overhang here, but maybe we put some lights on it. Or, again, I guess, maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking, because you're not gonna see it from down below. If that's the way we go about it. It's also not to say that I don't pick this up and move it a little bit. Now, for some reason, the game doesn't really want to let me have a lot of play with it, but let's see here. Just a little bit. A little bit. Okay, so you're kind of hiding it even more. The floor is slightly elevated, which means the staircase into the settlement is not out of the question, and it makes a lot of sense. But there you go. I think that was a good way to hide the pickle, if you know what I mean. I mean, who doesn't like playing hide the pickle? Hide the pickle. Alright. Is this in the way of the snap? Okay, I think we're... Hey, now we're off to the races. I think I did this in Zamonja, if I remember correctly. I'll post Zamonja. I think I had like a... I think I have like a centerpiece that we built around. I think it was the natural piece the game gave you before I had scrap everything, and I built around the piece that they had like this, and I had like a roof over it. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I did. Now that I'm looking back and thinking about it, I think it's exactly what happened. This thing again is going to have to get moved. Don't know how big we're going to make the settlement. I've got really no idea. I mean, it makes sense to make this place pretty girthy considering how big the settlement is, but well, it's not really necessary. That's requiring me to step up. Now, if I do this, the issue we're going to have is you put walls over here, you're going to have dirt in your house, and it's just going to look stupid. So I guess that's going to have to be the edge of the house. That's going to be the farthest back we can go, assuming the entrance is on that side. That'll leave a little bit of leaves coming through, but I think the door wall had a good chunk of it. Can I grab this? No, it's a farm dirt plat. Okay, I'm just gonna move that. It's like, I can't see anything. Well, it's like I don't see any items here. I don't see any object in the way. And then you fly over. Oh! Oh, okay. It's like see-through glass. It's like a one-way mirror kind of thing, you know? See-through glass. I mean, it's all kind. Well, the majority of the glass is see-through. At least what you see in a day-to-day. But not all glass is see-through. Can't do anything about the crap coming through the floors. It is what it is. But like, yeah, it's totally a two-way or a one-way mirror. One-way mirror. They're watching me. They know. I think that's gonna have to be like the size of this place. So corn, you go over here. You go over here. You go over here. extra object selection, or is that key? I don't want to hit wrong fellow. And I guess I'll just, like, put you here or something for the moment. I think that's kind of reasonable. How about it? Decent? Decent? It's decent now. Alright, object selection, off. I don't feel like scrapping Longfellow. I've already had the option. It's like, whoops, I'm carrying Longfellow. I thought it was like a random NPC. I didn't even look at the name. I just saw an NPC out of the corner of my eye and picked him up. So now, this is going to look interesting, to say the least. There's going to be walls back here, and it's only like one tile thick. Not really sure what I'll end up putting back there. Get out of here, toy car. But then there's a lot of open area. And we're probably going to want a second floor, right? Probably. Now, do I want to do anything where, like, I push out a little piece of the house? You know, something like this. Just to give the house some shape. Typically what I do. You know, just little dingus protruding out one of the sides. I think it just kind of expands the settlement a little bit. Sorry, cooking station. Sorry, dude. You can come sit over here. But then again, you should be working. You are assigned to crops. I don't care if you don't need to be out there tending those crops. You get out there and tend to those crops anyway, my dude. There you go. I guess that could be our foundation. Sure. Just sure. Let's roll with it. See what happens. We'll start with our walls. It's kind of scary. I mean, I say this, and I realize what I'm saying. I can only make 686 walls. I mean, you also have to think that walls go pretty quick, because you need a wall on every end of the tile, minus what's inside the structure. Then you have 2 floors to a house, depending on the size of your house. I mean, I think it started with like 696 or something. I'm down 20. That's crazy. That's my wood supply. Like, if you think by now in this game I'd have a shitload of wood. I mean, I do have a shitload of wood, but I don't know. It's kind of like intriguing to see that actual limitation being maybe an actual restriction at some point. Hey, look, 666, almost. But shouldn't be a problem. Now I think you're gonna be the one we get rid of, because we got this little middle piece right there. Gives me a little bit of like a protrusion there, a little bit of distance on the side. Obviously not symmetrical, like you don't have 2 over here and 2 over here. We have 1 and 3, but I don't think that's gonna be remotely an issue. We'll definitely need a staircase here, because you do hit the tile there. I just noticed. Got my power armor and I did not have my light on this whole time. Wow. Come on, man. You gotta have that on. That's like, that should be instilled in my brain, and in general it is, but I totally didn't do it. Okay, we're gonna keep the grain of the wood going the same way. Oh, that's clearly not even, no, just, not this, no, bad. Did it wrong. Come on, stay rotated in a single direction and make my life easy. Thank you. I don't know why I have to be one of those guys who cares about the grain of the wood, but I can tell you probably the majority of people building I can only imagine the majority of people who build, like, settlements in this game probably don't pay attention, or care for that matter, about things like that. And their settlements probably look something like this. Now, I mean, if you use that as an actual pattern intentionally, that could look cool. But, like, there's probably just like a 3 or 4 random few tiles strewn about each one of their buildings that are all offset. Oh god, my OCD. I would have a conniption. Just no. Bad. Whoever does this, shame on you. Bad. But I gotta figure out where the staircase is going. That is also another thing. And I can't use the traditional staircase because I don't use wood floors, which means the floors don't align. Alright, well, they align, but they look stupid. No, that is, wait, that's a shack floor. It wasn't a shack upper floor? Oh dear lord, I wasn't using shack upper floors this whole time. Well, that's a big deal, but the outside edges it needs to be rectified. There and there. Yeah, whoops. Alright, we'll go through and we'll fix it. Here I am belly aching about people making their wood grains misaligned, but you know what? I'll take the time to fix that boo-boo, because I care. I do wish I could just use shack floors all the time. I like that extra clearance you get. But I also don't like the fact that the walls are slightly too high and they always leave a gap. I wish they never did that. I don't know why they did that. If they were perfect boxes, that wouldn't be a problem. Alas, they are not a perfect box. And those of us with mild forms of OCD don't like that. Not at all. That was a misplace. Oh, dear Lord, just simmer down. It's twitching. However, my dudes, I think it is time to wrap the episode up already. Episode 893, Fallout 4. I'm going to do a little bit of building here. Improve this place, make it something it was never... Make it something it was never, because it was always kind of a crap shack. We'll make it an improved crap shack. A slightly less crap shack. That's my goal. All my buildings are gigantic crap shacks, but you know what? At least there's no holes in the darn wall. And we'll get some defenses and definitely put some vendors in here to make this like an actual settlement. Still gotta do another floor so I can put like the bedroom and maybe some power and all that stuff. That fog condenser over there is kind of trippy. But it keeps the baddies away. Hold on. I can probably move it. I bet object selection? Maybe? Hey! Don't crash the game. Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to touch it. I'm not even going to touch it because I think if I do, it's just going to never make condensed fog ever again and I'll really screw something up. Anyway, guys, it's time to wrap it up here. Episode 893. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.